This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. What's going on, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Usually when I do unboxings, I have a general idea what to expect. This one, I have no idea what this is going to be. So in this Nexus 9 looking box, I have the welcome kit for Google's Project Fi. And here I've got a SIM card for Project Fi, and this is the Nexus 6, currently the only device that Project Fi is going to work with. You're probably saying to yourself, what is Project Fi? And the answer is it's Google's take on the cell carrier. What they did was took kind of a novel approach. They partnered with Sprint and T-Mobile, and when you pop your Project Fi SIM card into your Nexus 6, as you move around or drive, it's going to pull down the signal from which network is better at that time. So you're driving and Sprint's got a stronger signal, you'll be pulling down Sprint. Drive a little farther, T-Mobile is better, you'll be pulling down a T-Mobile signal. It's going to combine all of that with open hotspots to be able to give you supposedly the best cellular signal, call fidelity, and data speeds that are available. So using open Wi-Fi does sound admittedly sketchy. Google is saying that everything on your phone is going to be totally encrypted, so take that for what it's worth. So this boils down to you're really getting the best of what Wi-Fi calling can do for you, what Sprint networks can do for you, and what T-Mobile's networks can do for you, all without you having to do anything. Just pop in a SIM card and go on your way. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the welcome kit, look at the SIM card, underneath your pricing, because Google is really trying to simplify things. What they're trying to do is not become the biggest cell carrier in the world. They're trying to change the way people think about cell carriers. Think about what Google did with Project Fiber. They launched really high-speed data in very select markets. Certainly not everybody had access to it, but what it did do was it pushed competitors like AT&T and Verizon to offer faster and faster data speeds. So what they're hoping this is going to do is push T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T to offer more streamlined pricing and better services. So hopefully that trickles down. We'll see if this has any effect on a big industry at all. But without further ado, let's see what this is all about. All right, so here is the box for the Project Fi welcome kit. They must have just reused old Nexus 9 boxes, and I'm trying really hard to not say Project Fi. You can make a drink game out of this. How many times John says Project Fi, you can go ahead and take a shot. All right, so it's sort of embossed on the top, Project Fi, and this is what you're going to have inside of your welcome kit. And I should say we didn't pay anything for this. This just kind of just showed up when we signed up. So Turn Airdrum Solos. We got a really nice looking pair of headphones with an extra 3.5 port so you can share with your friends. So we got that here, and we've got 100% all natural juice for your phone. It's a external battery case. You can take some extra juice, and even phones need hugs. This must just be a case for it, so you can keep your phone nice and safe. Google's trying to be all cute, so that's just going to come in there. Nothing overly exciting. We'll take a look at all that stuff, though. We'll show you what's in there a little bit later. And here is the very fancy SIM card that Google has designed. This is where a lot of technology is. And it's going to look, I'm guessing, just like a regular SIM card. So they really just gave you a paperclip to pull out the SIM card. Not even messing around with anything else. It's just a straight up paperclip. Google's really trying to, again, redefine the mobile industry, and they tried to do it with very simple pricing. So what this is going to be, it's $20 for unlimited calling and texting, and then it's $10 per gigabyte after that. But you're going to get refunded what you don't use. Even if you only use 400 megabytes, you'll get the extra 600 put back, and that'll be a credit on your account of about $6. So you're only paying for what you're using at a base point of $10 per gig. You can use international data as well. There's no charge if you go to 120 pre-approved countries for international texting. And if you want to make calls internationally, it's going to be 20 cents per minute. So we'll go ahead and pop out the SIM card. It's really just a straight up paperclip. We'll pop this in and see what happens with the setup process is like, and hopefully we can demonstrate Project Fi, not Fi. I know you guys wanted to have a sip. If you've got an idea for next great website, Domain.com has you covered. They want to hook you up with a great offer. Save 20% on domain names and web hosting when you use coupon code TechnoBuffalo. That's all capital letters, one word, at Domain.com's checkout. When you think domain names, think Domain.com. It just coincides with a Project Fi app, so we'll go ahead and open that sucker up. Right now, nothing's showing as far as signal strength. Activating Project Fi, we'll go ahead and select the account. All right, so we're all set up. It took us about 2 minutes to get all paired up and working, and now we are showing the Fi network right there. Let's go ahead and just disconnect from, actually we'll keep Wi-Fi connected, we'll make a phone call and see how it works. We'll just dial a random 1-800 number. So it's now via Wi-Fi calling. All right, so now we're just using either Sprint or T-Mobile. We have no idea which one.
You could not complete your call. Please try again.
But it did go through, it just didn't dial the right number. So at least you can see that it works. So this is Project Fi. As it stands, you're not really going to notice much of a difference. You'll be able to make phone calls as you would, able to get data like you would, and presumably you'll get even faster speeds than you would getting if you were just on Sprint or just on T-Mobile. How it'll compare to AT&T's and Verizon standalone networks can depend on where you live. But as it is right now, you get the best of sort of all three worlds, those two carriers and Wi-Fi. So I'm very curious to try it, put it through its paces, see how it performs, and use it like I would any other phone. Again, it's currently only available for a Nexus 6. If you have one, you're already stepping in the right direction. If you don't have one, you can pick one up. You can pick one up on Craigslist or eBay, or just buy one new and be able to get your hands on Project Fi. And any questions or things you guys want to know about Project Fi, let us know. Until next time, John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo. Talk to you guys next video. Bye-bye.